They say every choice you make makes you. And we here at Afternoon Express are all about helping you make the right choices. So to make dinner time a little easier, we're sharing a delicious beef stew recipe which boasts a variety of fresh, seasonal veg, making it your #1 choice at dinner time. Jay, we are all about making sure that people purchase and use their veggies, especially during seasonal time when they're at their best. And this is what we're doing with our beef stew today.
Definitely. And I love a beef stew because it is so versatile in that whatever you have in your fridge, vegetable-wise, you can use. So ideally, yes, use what's in season automatically. Better taste, better flavor, better textures. But with a stew, you can get away with the stuff that is sort of slowly starting to go out of season as well. But we're focusing on seasonality today. So I've already just fried my onions, Tooms, right? Gotten them nice and crispy brown. I'm going to add a bit more oil to my pan over here.
I love that you've done that because a lot of people don't understand that all of these processes have a reason, you know?
Yeah.
The reason we started with the mushrooms is one, we don't want them to get too soggy, but two, they impart so much flavor to the dish as you fry them up. So in essence, almost like how it would be if we're searing our meat beforehand,
Exactly.
in essence, just developing that flavor as it continues to cook.
Exactly, and it's all about those layers of flavors and just adding that little touch to each individual ingredient makes the entire dish just sing. So we're going in with some of our other veggie here. We've got some celery, we've got white onions, and we've got some green peppers. Now you'll see, Tooms, that we've sort of chopped all of these vegetables to similar sizes, ensuring that they cook at the same speed and that you also have a nice mouthfeel when you're eating your stew. So we're just going to toss that around, and then we have an array of different spices here to me, and I'm so excited because this is sort of teetering on the boundaries of a curry.
I love that, and that's what I love about how we make our different stews. The one thing that I'm okay with when it comes to a stew, any type of a stew, in this case a beef stew, is you are able to get creative as you like, especially in this winter time when people want those hearty, warm meals. You can literally get as creative as you like with the ingredients you put in there, with the stuff that you serve it with, whether you serve it with some rice, whether some pap, it really is up to you. And those spices, like you mentioned, do lean towards the more curry flavor, but it all depends on what direction you want to go with.
Exactly, and they work perfectly in a stew. So I've just gone in with some fresh ginger and garlic.
I could smell that before you even...
Right? We've got some ground cumin, ground ginger, turmeric, again, warming, nice hearty spices for the cold, and then some barbecue spice. We're going to toss that through, and already you can start to smell this coming together, right? And we're just going to toss that around. You can see the pan is quite dry at this point in time, but that's nice to just toast those spices so that they cook out nicely into the stew. All right.
And Jay, you were talking about the different veggies that we've got in season, and you touched on the mushrooms, but I just want to give people an idea of some other veggies that are in season at the moment. We've got our peppers, which we've already included. We've got peas in there as well, but we've also got our aubergine. Some people don't know it as an eggplant. We've also got some baby marrow, which is also known as zucchini. We've got some corn. We've got some leeks. All of these ingredients are currently in season, meaning not only are they at their best, but they're also, because they're in so much abundance, they're also great for your pocket, because you normally get them at a much, discounted rate because they normally have specials and stuff in stores.
So we're going to go in with our stewing beef over here. Nice, hearty, chunky pieces of meat. And I like to add the meat in at this point so that it gets a bit of a sear, even though we do have some of those vegetables in there. And then, now this is the one ingredient that I would encourage people to spend a little bit more on. A good quality beef stock, because that's really going to form the base and bring all of that together. So we're going to go in with some of our beef stock. And that's also going to loosen up those charry bits that we've developed at the bottom of the pan as well.
And what helps with a beef stock or any type of stock is that because it's slightly seasoned as well with a bit of salt, it helps you manage how much salt you put in at the end of the dish. So right now we've got the seasoning from the stock. If you want to at a later stage add a bit more salt, then you're able to ensure that you don't add too much. You're going in with the pepper.
I love black pepper in my stews, a good solid amount. And then right at the end, so we essentially are going to cook this for about 30 to 45 minutes until the meat is nice and tender, Tooms. We've got some other ingredients here, some frozen peas over there. And then we've got some cabbage. I love cabbage food. I love when, if I have a choice for what I'm going to make for dinner, it's going to be some sort of cabbage food.
Cabbage.
Also, again, in season, It's crispy, fresh, adds texture, and also good on the pocket, which
Good
I
on the
love. And there
pocket.
you go. We're going to let this cook down and we're going to enjoy this later.
I guess South Africa, to get this recipe, all you have to do is head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full ingredient list.